Hey people, another rant. And this time I'm really, really pissed. What the hell and what the fuck is wrong with you Republicans? Somebody goes into Nancy Pelosi's house and attacks her husband with a hammer, looking for Nancy Pelosi. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You're mentally fucking ill. What's wrong with you? You have sorry, food down my throat. I had a piece of rice stuck in my teeth and it came out, went down my throat. You people are out there on things that somebody like Trump told you. Committing atrocities over other human beings. Murdering people. Attacking our White Houses and our government buildings and government members. And yes, I am pissed off at the rulings that the Supreme Court judges did about abortion. But that don't give you a right to kill them. What the fuck? God will take care of what needs to be taken care of. It is not your right. Oh my freaking gosh. You're all running around like a demon has crawled up your butt and taken control of you. What the fuck? And it's not bad enough that you're doing this. What's really stupid, what's really bad, is you people don't realize when you're out pulling this crap, when you're out there with your camel outfits sitting next to ballot boxes, denying voters their constitutional right to vote, you're not only hurting Democrats, you're hurting your own party too. Because if you think you're only threatening Democrats from going to that ballot box and dropping their ballot off, you're also threatening Republicans. And you're stupid enough to do these things. And then get yourself arrested. And you're out there hollering about your Second Amendment rights and voter rights and blah, 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 and most of it off of lies. Not realizing that the instant you get arrested for this bullshit, you lose your right to own a gun for life. You lose your right to ever vote in another election in your life. So you stupid Republicans want to keep this kind of shit up? I only hope and pray you get caught before you harm people instead of after. Other than that, go for it. Go for it, you fucking idiots. Because then there'll be less of you to vote for people like Trump, who are lying to you and ending up with you losing your voter rights and gun rights. Because you're too fucking stupid to think 2 inches past your own fucking head and your own fucking feelings and look up what a fucking fact is. Fox News does nothing but lie to you. And you are so hungry to be told what to think that you don't bother to look up the facts. MSNBC, CNN, BBC, and any one of those other news, CBS, ABC, all of those news organizations, yes, they don't always tell you the full story. They omit certain parts of the story so that idiots who want to be told what to think have to surmise what the rest of the story is, and often do that off of their own feelings. But at least from those stories, you can type in the base story itself. Pelosi's husband gets beat with a hammer. And up will pop something that says the full story, the original interview, the original videotape, the police officer's full statement, not a statement that omits portions of it. Now, you listen to Trump, you listen to Fox News, and all you're hearing is nothing but lies. And you research that shit, you're not going to get an original interview or original source from any other organization, from any other news thread, from anywhere else. Even Al Jazeera tells more truth than Fox News. You are going to just get regurgitated lies from other Republican freaking politicians and from Trump and from all the other places that put those lies out, and QAnon that put those lies out in the first place. And you won't get 1 cent worth of fact or 1 cent of an alternate source to that story. But you will believe that lie because it suits your own feelings before you will believe anything else. And instead of using credible news sources to fact it, you will go on Facebook or YouTube and find some personal YouTube and Facebook page of some person out there who doesn't know jack squat about what's going on, and listen to them give their opinion, because that's what they're giving. They're giving an opinion. An opinion is not a fact. Everybody has opinions. And just like an asshole, most of them stink. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? It's one thing to stand outside of a building or a judge's house or a politician's house and peacefully protest. It's another thing to enter the White House or a politician's house or a judge's house in the attempt to do actual bodily harm. One is a protest, a peaceful protest. The only thing they're doing out there in that protest is standing around and hollering their opinion, their feelings, their needs. They're not touching anybody. They're not harming anybody. They're just out there yelling. An insurrection or a riot is when a bunch of people get together and start physically harming others or property in the attempt to change someone's mind in the case of a riot, or to kill the people who make those decisions in the case of a riot on a business or something else. Or in the case of an insurrection, you are stopping a constitutionally legal process from happening so that it suits your own feelings, your own wants, and your own choices. Not the choices of the majority, not the choices of what is mandatory by government and constitutional law, but your own biases. You people are making me sick. And I've had enough of you. I mean, I'm out there talking to a woman one day, and we're talking about the same things and getting along, but then when the subject of Trump comes along, she says, I'm a Trumper all the way. I said, what? I says, why? What bills has he passed that makes you a Trumper all the way? Instead of talking to me about that and proving to me why she's a Trumper all the way, instead of talking about the policies Trump has passed compared to the policies Biden has passed, instead of talking about the policies the Republican wants to pass compared to the policies the Republicans have filibustered, she jumps in her car and speeds away. She can't even take the time to stop and talk about it. Because she knows she has nothing to contribute. Because if she did, she would contribute it. She knows that everything she has to contribute is either things that benefit the rich, or it's things that Trump claims he passed when somebody like Bush passed it years before. And the thing just came up for a revote, and so Trump re-signed it into law, saying, yeah, this thing can continue. But it was actually Bush's bill, not Trump's. But you don't pay attention to that shit. You Republicans don't care about that shit. It's just the same as you don't give a shit about the truth of the fact that when the insurrection was going on, Pelosi had no control over the Department of Defense. Trump did. Pelosi and even McConnell and Schiff and everybody else was doing everything they could to be able to get help into that White House to help the officers. But Trump was doing nothing. But you will ignore that and just listen to the fact that some Republican out there is saying, well, what did Pelosi do? And some of these Republicans were in the room while Pelosi was making those calls, and now are out there lying about it. But But you'll believe that Republicans lie over the facts, over the video, the factual video taken at that time. You will believe that lie and commit an attack on another human being and lose your right to vote and lose your right to own a gun because you can give a shit less just so long as you cause the harm you want to cause off the lie you were told. You're a bunch of brain dead fucking idiots. What is wrong with you?